There are two words in the English language that sometimes are used interchangeably. That's solitude and loneliness. I'm just calling for PPR just to bring one aircraft to Melton in the next hour or so. Echo Yankee Zulu. In about 1 hour from now.
Okay, no worries.
All right, thank you. We'll see you then. I'm just coming off the back of Christmas time. You know what it's like. I've had family things. I've had people staying in the house. I had a few spare hours this afternoon. My daughter's off doing something with her friends. My wife's actually at the Australian Open. And I just thought, not loneliness. I don't crave loneliness, but I do crave solitude sometimes. And I think today's one of those days where I really am craving a little bit of my own personal headspace. And aviation as a solo pilot, I think is one of the best ways you can do it.
Fuel pump on. Bridges, PD goes on. Pull and free.
Okay, Yankee Zulu, ciao. Cliff takeoff.
Cliff takeoff, Echo Yankee Zulu, thanks. Okay, let's go. So full power. Temperatures and pressures are good. 70 knots, rotate. Runway, flaps go away. Got to keep a really good look. I'm really quiet because I've got to keep a good lookout around here for traffic coming into the city. Let me try and contact Essendon Tower. Essendon Tower, Cirrus Echo Yankee Zulu is at Albert Park Lake 1500. Received hotel request, 2 left city orbits.
Yankee Zulu, Essendon cleared, 2 left city orbits, 1500, report completion.
Cleared 2 left city orbits and Wilco Echo Yankee Zulu 1500. Okay, I needed to get that in really quickly because we were just coming to the city, as you can probably see on the map here, over that blue line. There we go, but we made it and we're in.
Yankee Tango Mike with the Southern Development Park Lake, Tom 1400.
And there is the Australian Open. My wife will be down there somewhere. Probably not the least bit interested in a little plane flying above her and more interested in the tennis, as she should be.
Well ahead of you, going a lot faster. You cleared left city orbit, not above 1500. Let's see what we've got above 1500. We do have the Cirrus side. Thank you, Yankee Tango Mike. Echo Yankee Zulu, confirm completed the orbits.
A firm and we'll exit via Station Pier, then off to Laverton Bob Tower, Echo Yankee Zulu.
Yankee Zulu, control service terminated.
Control service terminated, Echo Yankee Zulu. That's busy in the airspace in Melbourne today, obviously because it's a nice day. It's a Sunday as I'm recording this and everybody's out flying and getting some airtime, so busy airspace. That was like 10 minutes of flying for me. Which felt like about an hour compressed into one, but that was good. It's nice to see the Australian Open from the air. But I think I need a coffee and I've got an idea for where we can go for that. Oh, bumpy. It's not too bad. Melton traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is 5 miles now to the southeast, 1500 inbound. Looks like we'll be joining a downwind for runway 22, Melton. Okay, brakes, undercarriage, mixer full ridge, fuel pump goes on, instruments and switches are all good. Seatbelt is secure. Slow us down. Bring the power back. Pull the nose up a little bit just to slow the aircraft down. Airfield's clearly in sight. And we're within flap speed. Let's join a downwind for runway 22. I like to just put my heading bug on 220 as well, just gives me a little bit of a frame of reference for the runway direction. Melton traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is joining downwind for runway 22, Melton. And put first stage of flaps in and let the nose sink. A little bit tight, but we should be right, it's a nice long runway. Melton traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu is turning final runway 22, full stop, Melton.
I find it difficult being social sometimes, but when I do them with people that I'm comfortable with, I really do enjoy it. So I'm not like some kind of loner hermit, just putting that out there. But solitude is something that I do seek a lot. And I think, having spoken to pilots over the years in aviation, I'm not alone in that thinking. There are quite a few of us out there, maybe you're the same, that actually craves that solitude and really enjoys that space on our own. I had a friend who actually summed it up really well for me. He says, sometimes your social battery just drains down to zero and you need to recharge it. For me, days like this, especially with aviation, going out flying on your own, having a coffee in a beautiful part of the world, and just having a bit of my own space, my own headspace, just recharges my social battery again. So when I do get back, I think I'm a lot more effective. The other cool thing about Melton Airfield, right, is the people that run it here, they do something which is quite close to my heart, which is they help look after animals who might not otherwise have a particularly good life. So they do a bit of animal rescue work here because they've got like a good area of land around the airport. Last time I was here, there were a couple of bonkers goats that we met. And apparently they said that I can go down and see them again, but they've also got some new sheep. Hello. There we go. So we don't have names for them all?
So that's Mama.
Oh, that's Mama.
Yeah,
This is Shelby.
Hello,
Shelby. And who's this?
That's Horny. We laugh at him.
That's Horny.
The horn gun. That's cool.
You got the best name out of the three.
Melton traffic, Cirrus Echo Yankee Zulu is entering and rolling runway 22. Will be a crosswind departure to the southeast, climbing 2,500. Melton. Keep the nose wheel off. Here we go. Keep it in ground effect. Up we go. Bye sheep, bye goats. Left turn. 500 feet, caps is available. Melton traffic, Echo Yankee Zulu, departed the circuit, time 18, we're passing 1,800, climbing 2,500, tracking to the southeast. Melton. Oh, we can stay at 2,000 feet for most of this, to be honest, but 1,500 is pretty good. That's the height we need to be to head southbound through around the bay anyway, so I'll keep us at 1,500. Feels low, always feels low. Especially in this aircraft, it feels low down, but there's something really nice about flying. Nice, low and not so slow. Let's see if we can get Marab in.
Visibility greater than 10 kilometres. Cloud view 4,000, temperature 24, QNH 1020. On first contact with ground or tower, notify receipt of information, Tango.
Melbourne Centre and traffic, Melbourne coastal route, Echo Yankee Zulu is at Laverton, Bomb Tower 1,500. We're going to be tracking eastbound around the coast to Brighton, maintaining 1,500. Melbourne coastal route.
Melbourne coastal route, Papa India Alpha Cessna 172, also tracking eastbound towards Bomb Tower at 1,500, about 3 nautical miles to the west of Bomb Tower, Melbourne, East Coast route.
And traffic according to Echo Yankee Zulu, we're just over the Bomb Tower now, tracking eastbound, so we should be in front of you, 1,500. So that traffic should just be behind me, a couple of miles behind me. That was good of them to give a position report. But that's definitely one of the beauties of flying is 1 minute you could be enjoying a coffee on the ground and feeding bread to goats, and the next minute you could be in some of the busiest airspace that we have in this country, flying an aircraft into one of the busiest airports that we have in this country. Alright, let's get a setup ready for Moorabbin. Put Moorabbin Tower on here. Slow us down a little bit. And we're on 17, so it should actually be a nice straight-in approach for us going into runway 17 from where we are at the moment. Moorabbin Tower, Echo Yankee Zulu is approaching Brighton, 1,500, inbound with Tango.
Echo Yankee Zulu, join base, runway 17 right.
Join base 17 right, Echo Yankee Zulu. Alright, let's do our pre-landing check. So brake, I've got pressure in my brake lines, undercarriage is down and locked, mixture goes full rich, fuel pump goes on, everything is checked, switches are all on. I'm secure, cockpit secure. Let's load ground on here.
X-ray Victor, 3 miles break off,
Go ready with that.
downwind runway 17 right.
Don't need that.
Join downwind, runway 17 right, off time to Victor.
And descend us down to circuit height. And reduce the power a little bit more, slow us down. because we're currently doing 135 knots and that's too fast for this aircraft to put the flaps out. So reduce the power, lift the nose a little bit, slow us down.
Runway right, ready.
Traffic, 11 o'clock, low 1 mile.
There he is.
Echo Yankee Zulu, clear to land.
Clear to land, Echo Yankee Zulu. A little bit high on this approach, so just reducing the power, coming down.
Traffic, 9 o'clock, high.
And we have clearance to land, and it's 17
Rabbit
right,
Tower
and our
today,
speed is now
Echo
great, 80
Romeo
knots,
Cessna
bang on.
172, Cairo 1500, inbound with information tango.
Thinking a little bit of power, try and land on the windward wheel.
Wide, light, downwind, full stop.
Oscar X-ray Victor, and just maintain downwind until advised, I'll tell you when to turn.
I think my social batteries have been recharged now.
Yankee Zulu, is that you just coming back from the flight where you went upwind and then round to the city?
Affirm, that was me, yes.
Okay, just a heads up, I did see you coming back north in the western VFR corridor and tried to get hold of you just to give you traffic. You head opposite direction with the parachuting caravan. If you can, it's always a good idea to listen out that way.
Oh, okay, we were on 1357, but I'll put you on COM2 next time as well, just listen out, thanks. Okay, Zulu.
Always a good idea, just with the choppers and everything going in and out that way. There was plenty of height, I just thought I'd let you know because he was on his way back and on his way down.
No, always good to learn, so thank you for that, I'll do that next time. Okay, Zulu.
No worries, good day.
Yep. I love our controllers in Moorabbin, always here to help. Not to tell you off, just to help. And now I'm empowered for my next flight. Social battery recharged, and I've learned something today.